So this video is going to cover what it means to be a club member, particularly for setting up the track and putting away, which is the reverse of setting up. So the cupboard that we use is always open now. It's been knackered for a little while, so always open. So doors open at 7. Once you get in the hall, basically we all need to pull together to get the track set up. So the first things that we need to do is we need to pull everything out of that cupboard that we're going to use. So the first things are these gym mats that we just basically pull off, and what we don't want to do is pull it all into the middle of the floor. It just needs to stay by the side, particularly all the track kit, because first of all we need to get the carpet out. So but just to let you know, there are some tables here which are available for anybody to use. There's about 3 or 4 of them. It's a first come first serve basis, so please never think that you're stealing this table off someone else. It is everybody's responsibility to bring a table to the club. If they don't, I know they're probably going to be hunting for these, but they'll just pit on the end of it if you've already got to them. Once the cupboard's empty, we're going to lift out the carpet. Now the carpet is numbered. There are 6 rolls of it, and it's numbered 1 to 6. 1 goes closest to the furthest wall away. So if you have a look here, obviously they've dropped it, but you know, when they pick it up, they're going to take it over to the far wall. Next will be 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. It's very important it comes out in order. It just means that we've got the correct length in the right place. Once we get it there, we're going to unroll the carpet, so they'll put it the right way up. Some clubs will use both sides. We currently only use the inside of the roll, so you can see number 2, number 3 will come out. The next thing is we need to unroll it. However, with the carpet, it's very important that we stretch it as much as possible so it removes any lumps or bumps. So once we get it unrolled, we're actually going to tape it at both ends. Normally what we'll do is we'll put some weight at one end just by using kind of the round circular parts of the track to hold it in place. We'll pull it at the other, and then we'll tape it down. You might see sometimes we're hoovering the carpet. The carpet does have a little bit of sand in it. It picks up fluff and dust, and also obviously the tire additive that we use when we're racing obviously goes down on the track. That doesn't really dry out as such, but you'll start to see a darker line where the additive and the cars have been actually following around. Once we've got the main carpet laid out, the next part is we're going to have to tape it. There are basically 3 different coloured tapes that we use. We use silver tape to tape the top and the bottom of the carpet where we stretch it, so it just holds it in place. The next tape we use is the black tape, and the black tape is what joins the carpet up to obviously make it into a large area. And the third tape we use is just good old-fashioned kind of gaffer tape, parcel tape, which is the brown tape, and we use that to tape the track marker together. So as you can see, Paul going through the box here, getting the silver tape. So that box is always left out near to the track, so it's easy to get to. Here we can see the computer side of things. So we've got the AMB transponder system. Johnny here, he normally sets this up himself, but if ever you're asked to do it, you'll find all the equipment is in the cupboard. Pretty much it's a laptop, the counting system, a speaker, and we also have a second monitor now where you can see obviously your lap times on it. So I think what we're saying in terms of what it means to be a club member is it's everybody's club member responsibility to get stuck in and help set this track up. It's also their responsibility to tidy it up and put it away. And I'm not specifically just saying club members, it's anybody who comes racing. So it's very important we do that. Just one important point to do with the carpet here. When we lay it and we roll it out, it's really important that we leave a very small gap between each carpet so then it never overlaps and creates a lip. So normally a gap of about 5mm is perfect between the carpet, so you will actually see the wood floor underneath. When we put the black tape and tape it together, that will cover that up, but it means the track doesn't overlap and therefore when your car's going across it at high speed, it doesn't get bumped about, so it makes it as smooth as possible. As you can see, we've got this more or less the certainly 4 bits of carpet laid out. We've got some weight at the bottom end holding it down. Paul's obviously taping it with a silver tape at the top end, so it's nice and tight and stretched, so it just makes it perfect for particularly M chassis and touring cars to run on it. So you can see this little gap here. Like I say, it's a tiny gap, normally about 5mm, and that's perfect. And you can see where the black tape's been before. When we put the black tape on the track, there's normally one person who will unroll it and put it on the actual carpet, and then it's best to have a second person who actually then makes sure it's completely flattened down and sticking to the carpet, so that's quite an important job. The next bit is the rostrum. So the rostrum that we stand on, as everybody is aware, are some old school benches. We have a couple of kind of decoration ladders which can go either side, but they have to go in the middle of the hall. There is a green line and they kind of fit on that green line perfectly, so if we pop that there, you'll notice none of the track marking has been pulled onto the track as yet. We need to get the carpet laid first, so once the carpet's down, it's taped, we can then start building the track. Just to let everybody know, you'll see some white crosses on the track. If there's a white cross, that is actually where one of the round track markers go. So it denotes a corner, chicane, possibly hairpin. It depends on the layout of the track. So you can put those round circles on there. The next bit is we're going to bring out obviously the long bits of what is London Underground handrail from escalators, and we're going to then edge the track out, if you like, so we understand the shape. The track always gets put onto Facebook. Paul will normally do a diagram, sometimes Ian will, but you can, even if you look here from the camera point of view, you can see where the track was and where it goes. All you really need to know is it clockwise or anti-clockwise? Any help is appreciated. So if you have a look here, there's about 5 people on track. So you've got a couple of people obviously taping the carpet down. You've got me here kind of flattening the tape onto the carpet. Ideally what we want to say is we want to have 10 people doing that. So there's 5 gaps in the carpet when we put it together, because it's the internal gaps we tape. We don't tape the outside of it. And we just need you to kind of work in pairs. Somebody put the tape down. Don't be afraid. We've always got plenty of tape. If you make a mistake, you can just pull it off, rip it off, cut it, and then start again. So don't be afraid to get stuck in with the carpet. But we're going to tape it, we're going to flatten it, and then the track's going to come out onto it. Now, at the end of the night, it's the exact opposite. So basically, the last thing that we're putting onto the track is the track marking. When we take it off, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take off the track marker first. So all of the handrail stuff, that's all going to get taken off. You'll see the guys doing it, and I think what we need to talk about is it's pretty easy to pull the track apart. A few people will go in the cupboard to put it away in there. What we want to mention is the fact that what it means to be a club member. So being a club member means working together as a club to make it better. In this case, it's getting the track set up as quickly as we possibly can, and also getting it put away as quickly as we can. And we can only do that if people hang around to the end. We used to have a deposit system. We don't have that anymore, so we really want you to help out towards the end of the night getting that track put away. We've got to be out of the doors at 10 o'clock, so the more the merrier. Here we're just looking at how we tape the track markings. So again, we've got the brown tape. Just put it together, lift it up, pull it round, and then you can either bite it, or if you're strong you can snap it. The other thing to do as well, we've got quite a good overlap here. You're going to watch these two work together. So Paul pushes it back a little bit to create a bigger surface area so the actual track stands up. So that's quite an important thing to do. Overall, if you have any questions, ask anybody. The more people who help put the track out and put it away, the more racing we get. But hope you found this useful. We will be doing track etiquette. we'll be having a look at racing etiquette and marshalling in the future. But thanks very much for listening to me warble on.